Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's a great morning today. Nice and warm outside. It's all good in Louisiana. Um, the main thing I want to talk about today is um, using each thing to bless your homes, working with the paranormal, the spiritual world, taking certain steps in your life that will improve your life instead of put you backwards. Also, too, there's a lot of things out there that are very negative in the spiritual world and everything, and I'm going to explain that to you also. Um, the thing is, I'm not going to go full in detail, but it's the thing is that you need to know certain things if you ever want to get in the paranormal field or be a paranormal investigator. It's not like the movies, okay? It's not like paranormal activity. It's not like charm. It's not like the craft. It's not like that. Okay? There's a lot of studying. There's a lot of knowing. You're going to have to know your herbal. You're going to have to know each each thing that which you're specifically believe in. You're going to have to study all that. You're going to have to know the colors of the candles, or what represents the saints, or certain psalms if you're a faith healer. Um, People out there think, oh, they're Wiccan. No, it's a lot of studying. I know a lot of sisters that are witches, and they're positive witches, and they don't harm none. So the thing is, the bad rap for witches is wrong. Okay, some are in the cult, yeah. Some are in the cult and everything else, but the thing is that some are way positive than anything else. And you know what's funny? It took a sage, a witch, a herbalist, okay, to discover penicillin. It wasn't a doctor, a male doctor. It was a female sage, okay. Um, History, a lot of history, and a lot of legends. Okay, witches have gotten a bad rap for years and years and years and generations for generations and everything. And the main thing with the bad rap and everything is that some of these witches have helped many people because pastors, preachers, um, in those days didn't care. Woman was a second-hand citizen. The man had all the control. And like the witches, Salem witches, okay, that was all brought out of greed. Okay, brought out of greed, brought out of trying to take land, trying to be greedy about things. And you know something? It was a Protestant preacher who got greedy and trying to steal all these lands in Salem. Okay, but the one thing, when they killed all these people and everything else, there was one that was a witch. And the thing is that she was a good witch. She was a herbalist and everything else, and they destroyed her. And when they destroyed her, when they hanged her or burned her, whatever they did, um, she put a curse on them. And that's why we have covenants and everything else, and secret societies and everything else, because some of them don't want to come out of the closet. Some of them want to practice in peace because all the judgment and the negativity of lies. There's so many lies about fortune tellers and card readers and gifted people and everything else. And the thing is, I'm a medium, I'm a clairvoyant. I deal with all kinds. I bless houses and everything else. But you know something? I have not hurt one person. I've helped them. Okay? God gave me this gift. God wouldn't have given us the gifts and the knowledge of what we know today. Okay? And the thing is that people out there, because quote unquote they're Christian or Baptist or um, Pentecostal or whatever, they judge you for who you are and what you are. And you know something? If they can flop around in the church and dance around and everything, get the Holy Ghost and get premonitions and everything else, and God has sent them a message, why can't we have a message also? What makes them so preferable than to me or to other women that do the readings and do whatever? Okay, it works both ways, more ways than one. Okay, um, the thing is there's so much judgment, and I understand there is some fakes. Don't get me wrong. There's fakes to steal your money in a split second. Okay, um, like the ones that charge you an arm and a leg like 400 for 10 minutes. I've known people that went to fortune tellers and they turn around and say, hey, you're stressed, you're this, you're that. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay, you have to look inside the person, you have to tell them what's ahead, and if you're getting that message from a loved one, from a soul that's with them, or a spiritual guardian, or God Himself to warn these people, you need to tell them. Okay, I'm very blunt with my people. I'm very blunt with my clients, straight out and everything. They come to me and they tell me, hey, you know, what am I supposed to do? I need guidance here. I'm here. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to do everything that I can help you with. And the main thing is that, with the house blessings and everything, and I'm going to go back to the story. I mean, I've had many that had shadow walkers in their house. I have traveled to Anacoco. I have traveled to God in Louisiana to bless homes. I had people travel to me from Georgia, Texarkana, Mexico, to come and see me. Some of them had missing family members. I helped them with that. I have been in Lubbock, Texas, helped them find a child, but the results was negative. The child was murdered. Also, too, when the Willow case came and everything, I was searching for her also. I helped out in that case and everything, and a client drove up the road and saw me searching and everything, and she gave me a hug, and she knows every time she sees me out in the woods or in a grassy area or something, I get a premonition or anything like that, I'm gone. I'm looking, and the thing is, I know the scenario way before anyone else does because it's like a photograph, it's like a TV, it's telling the truth and everything else. And the thing is that with all these these cases and everything else, people say, "Oh, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong." No, I'm not wrong because in the later day, in the later date, everything comes out to what I've said and everything. Um, like for instance, the case dealing with that missing man that was in Leesville. not Leesville, Louisiana. Um, I told them the scenario, what happened, and everything else. Okay, and the thing was the scenario's coming out, but you know something, I still get backlash from that. Um, like from on Derrida Moms and everything else. People will try to destroy you, judge you, and everything because I know the truth, and the truth hurts and everything. And they can deny it, they can judge it, they can do whatever, just to hide, their problems and everything else. Okay, um, the main thing and everything when I do house blessings and everything else, I use holy water. I use incense, which is dragon blood incense. I use olive oil. I combined it all. Bless a home. If I have my assistant with me, if she's not working, then she burns it all through the house and everything else. If I have a partner that comes with me, or I'll have the person itself go through the houses, even if it's children. I had one case when the children wouldn't even go in their room because they were so scared and everything else. Well, I had the child come with me because they felt safe with me and everything. And I told them to pin the picture of the Archangel Michael in their closet. And they did that, and we prayed together and everything. And now those little girls go in their room and everything, and they enjoy themselves and everything. Um, when you bring something in your home by doing something negative like a seance or using the spirit board and everything, and you're not grounded, you're not protected, or you don't have an experienced person there that would help you through it and have you make safe journeys, in the spirit world, because you don't know what's coming through that vortex, that hole, that something negative can come through, like a demon, a shadow walker, a malevolent spirit. Okay, you don't know what's happening or anything else. But the main thing is that have someone experienced in the spiritual world to be with you or to do something, because the thing is, you're gonna bring something in your home, your world, that Ajax cannot wash off. Okay, you have to realize you need to bless your home when you move into it before you even put your furniture in there. Okay? And I do sell baskets that will bless your home. You got all the ingredients. You even have a mojo bag in there that you can hide somewhere that will protect your home for ages. Okay? You have a candle in there. You got incense in there. You got your angel. Okay? And this can be with the prayer bag, or this can be a basket that I make that you can order. Okay? There's a lot of spell kits that I know that have helped many people. I have made candles, and these are the long tapered candles, which is oiled, printed on, marked on, from me, prayed over. My belief is I believe in God and the saints and everything, and I maneuver my Santeria in there, and it's like faith healing. It's each candle represents each color. Okay, it starts off like a white candle, and when I bless it and everything else, it's marked with the color swirled in there. Okay. Um, the thing is, each candle helps you. There's candles that you can cleanse and everything else. Okay. And If you see me looking away or anything, it's my cats running around. They're looking out the window and everything else. When I do my readings, um, I rescue cats, and I have 5 cats, and all of them I have rescued since they were small and everything else. And when I do my readings and everything, they can tell when a person's hurting or a person's going through something, or if they're carrying something negative with them. They know. They're very protective of me. And when I do the cards and everything else, there's Asia. She's very protective of me. She's almost like a familiar. She's my gray cat, gray striped cat. And then I got Australia. He goes to anybody. He's very, very spiritual, big orange cat. Then I have Biss. He's white with a little bit of orange, but he has 6 toes on each. We rescued him when he was 3 weeks old. Then we got um, Aries, and Aries is a big coon cat we have. Um, Aries, we rescued him, and we rescued his sister. They were in a dirty cage, and we rescued him and her, and we needed to get them out of there when they were kittens, so we raised them. Okay, we're always looking for homes for Aries and his sister. Um, Also, too, you have to understand that the animals know when there's a negative spirit in the home. Also, dogs, cats, and everything. Spiritual animals that work with you, that are in your home, they can sense anything. They can sense ghosts in your house, spirits in your home, anything. Or if they pass away, the animals, they can revisit your home. They have souls too. People say the animals don't have souls. They are wrong, because I have seen animals that have died that roam around the house and everything else. Okay? So spirits of animals do exist. Okay? Also too, there's a lot of wishy-wash about, demons don't exist, shadow walkers don't exist, different things like that. They do exist. If God exists, the devil exists, and if the devil exists, demons exist, and angels exist. Okay? They all exist. Also, people don't believe in purgatory. Okay? Well, some people call it purgatory, some people don't believe in it. Well, the thing is that I call it limbo. All right? Limbo is when they don't go to heaven, they don't go to hell, they stay in between, which is on earth. Okay? Loved ones will stay on earth when it's unfinished business. Spirits will stay on earth if it's unfinished business and they died in a tragic death. They were a victim, they were murdered, and they want to tell their story. They want to convict the person who hurt them. That's why there's so many unsolved murders, cold cases in the state of Louisiana and also in the United States. Okay? Because people don't listen. The spirit world wants to talk, talk, and no one's listening. Okay? Everyone's born with a sixth sense. Okay? But the ones with the gift, they need to listen. They stop being scared. People say, oh, I fear that, I fear that, I fear that. Sweetie, they're not coming to hurt you. They're coming to talk to you. They're coming to say, hey, I need your help. Can you make this happen? Some people might think you're crazy. Me, I don't care. Because the thing is, if someone from the spirit world wants my help, I'm there. If you're human form, I'll help you also. It works both ways. It's respect for the dead and respect for life. Okay? You have to be fair. Demons will manipulate you, make your life a living hell, make you depressed, oppressed, and possessed. And that's what they will do. They have no regards for human life, and they will kill you no matter what. Okay? You need to know what you're doing. You need to know if you're strong enough and everything else. Because you can have a preacher, a pastor, anyone go in your house, but if he doesn't have the faith in God and just goes through the motions, then you're going to make that demon and malevolent spirit worse. Okay? For instance, there was a person that studied Wiccan and blessed the home. And they blessed the home and everything else, but they didn't do it right. They just went with the motions and everything else. They didn't do it strong enough. They didn't have the faith in their heart and their body and soul. And the demon stood there, and he got more malevolent and more mean to these people. Okay? And it'll go towards your animals, your fur babies. It will go through anything. Go through your electronical things, your cell phones, and everything else. Okay? And it'll make your life worse. So I was called in to bless the home and to bless it all around with the incense and everything else, and took the markings off the walls and everything else, because when I went in there, the person was studying witchcraft and was putting pentagrams all over the place. Okay? Well, you're bringing something in. If you don't understand what you're studying, you're bringing something in. Okay? And you're bringing something in that, like I said, Ajax cannot wash off. The main thing you have to understand is that people think you're going to be like the movies. It's not going to work that way. Okay? Because when you turn around and you start bringing in things that you don't understand, you're going to make your life a living hell. Okay? Like I tell people when we do paranormal investigations, and when my group goes and everything, there's a group of us, and we go and everything, and we go when we have time. And before we go in the cemetery, we pray. Before we go back in our automobiles, we pray, because we don't want no attachments and everything. And when we do investigations, we respect the cemetery. Okay? We walk through a path, everything else. We talk to the spirit world. When I feel that energy coming and everything, I talk to the spiritual world, and I say, do you like to speak? Well, in regards to, there was one cemetery we went to. It's called the Clown Cemetery, because there was a rodeo clown that is buried there. And she is very high energy spirit and everything else. And her favorite drink was a lemonade vodka. Well, I turned around, and the thing is, I went to the store, at the liquor store, and I bought her a tiny little bottle of lemonade vodka. And I put it near her grave. And I gave her a gift so she could respond to me. Well, she did. And she brought a lot of other energies, a lot of other spirits. And we got orbs and orbs for her, orbs and orbs of pictures all around us. She made her presence and everything, came in and talked, did EVPs, everything. And then we told her thank you. And we left. I mean, we've heard growling. We heard, and then one of the people that came with us heard the growling and everything, and he turned around and said, "We're not here to disrespect you. We're not here to hurt you." And then the growling stopped. Because the thing is, sometimes the spirit world is more afraid of us than we are of them. Okay? And the thing is, when you show them respect and everything, they will talk to you. So the thing is that if you ask permission for them to come, they will come. But the thing is, you need to respect the dead and make sure that you don't keep them there. Say that you did an EVP session in your home and everything, and out of respect, this is how I would do it. I did an EVP session in a home, and it was on the Kane property. And the thing is, okay, Pastor Buford spoke through the EVP, which is a very strong individual, very loving man, caring man, a very spiritual man, and he preached the Lord, and he was strong. And the thing is, he was worried. He was worried about his wife, and he was worried about his family and everything, and he made it clear through the EVPs and everything. The thing is, and I asked him, I said, "Do you want to go towards the light, or you want to stay on the land?" And everything, and he chose, to stay on the land until things got finished, and then he would go towards the light. The spirits, if they want to go, they'll go. If they don't want to go, they won't go. You can't force them to go. You can pray all you want and everything else, but if it's unfinished business and you don't help them go further into the light and everything else, then they're in limbo. And that's what limbo is on the earth. Okay? Like when I worked in the nursing home and everything else, I knew when residents were going to die. I just felt it. I felt people call it the Reaper. I call it the Angel of Death. And the Angel of Death is not a negative. It's just the one that picks up the souls and brings them. It's the way of life. Okay? One to die and one to be born. The thing is that I felt them passing on. I've sat there, held their hands until they passed on. And I knew what was happening. But what was funny, I asked the spirit world, I said, "Why do you linger here?" And I count the days. And I said, "Why do you linger here for 7 days?" Okay? Well, sometimes they say it's to be rested in peace, to be, unfinished business, or they want to make sure their family is all right. So you think these spirits have a conscience to a point. They love their families, and sometimes they don't want to let go. Okay? And when you tell them you're all right and everything, and they can move on and they can rest and everything else. But there's some people that are so greedy that want those EVPs and that paranormal investigations and everything else. And I agree with Amy on the dead files, because the thing is that you're being selfish. You're being selfish when it comes to the dead, because every time when you call them out or you keep them there and everything, and then you don't release them, they're stuck there in limbo. So have respect for the dead. Have respect for the messages. I've always given gifts. I've always given pennies and coins and everything to make their journey worthwhile, and that is out of respect. Like I said before, we went to a slave cemetery, and the thing is that they didn't have no graves or anything, and they had no respect from the people that buried them and everything. And when I went into this, they felt intruded and everything, and I made it clear that I'm not here to intrude. I'm here to hear your story. Well, there was one spirit that came up to me, and she was a big African American woman, one of the slaves, and she was a cook for the house and everything. And the thing is, she was singing a beautiful song, and she even whispered. She even whispered into the one of my assistant's ears, and she says, "Thank you." And the thing was, is because I put pennies throughout the cemetery out of respect, because of a token of my appreciation, because they have to waste their energy to come to speak to us and everything, and that is respect for the dead. Also, when I bless homes, I use, like I told you, holy water, olive oil, and angel incense. Okay? Angel incense is dragon's blood incense. And the thing is, I use all of them, and usually I have an assistant, or if my assistant's not there, the person that I'm blessing the house for, I tell her to hold the incense, and they bless the whole house with me. Um, the thing is that I mark crosses above doors, windows, mirrors, anything that become a vortex. Even a toilet can be a vortex. An opening in your home. Um, any spirit can come through there if they want to. If the land has a history, the house has a history, I tell people to bless their homes. Okay? And especially, there's a lot of houses like in Anacoco, Hornback, in different areas up there that are built on Indian burial grounds. Even Fort Polk is built on an Indian burial ground. And there has been a lot of deaths there and everything, and that's why people have a lot of activity over there. Um, Also, there's a sister over there. Her name is Laura, and she is Laura Eason, and she usually blesses the homes at Fort Polk. That's her area and everything, out of respect and everything else. But I do all the other areas and everything. I mean, I've traveled to Alexandria, everywhere. And you know something, if it's to help somebody and the money's just enough to do the gas, it's fine, because I'll be blessed anyway, you know. And the thing is to, it's like I have to schedule yous in, because the thing is, I work around my driver's schedule. I do not drive, um, because of my illnesses and everything else, and I don't want to put no one else in danger. But the thing is that people around me and everything, they come for personal readings with me. They do personal readings on the phone, Facebook. I have done readings in Guam, Australia, California, Washington, Mexico, all there. And you know something, like other spiritual advisors, they they charge an arm and a leg like 50, 65, 70, and everything else. I only charge $25 for a 30-minute session. But, like I said, if you need more time and you don't understand, I'm still there. I'm there to help you. Um, because I will be blessed any other way. But some people, if they go over the minutes and everything, they pay me. They pay me another 25 for that hour, and the thing is, sometimes I don't even charge them. I charge them the first 25, but I don't charge them the second because I know their pain and I know what they're going through and everything else, and they need my help, you know. Sometimes I tell people get out of their comfort zones, okay? Because if they don't get out of their comfort zones, they don't advance, okay? If people are going through a situation like domestic violence or going through other things in their life, then they have to realize that there's people around them that will help them, and especially me, and I will. And you know something? I get hated too because I've helped these people, and everything. And the other individual will say, you know, the ones that are with them, controlling them and hurting them and everything else, they say, well, ever since you've seen her and everything else, you, you, you got an attitude or whatever, whatever. No, they got smart. They got common sense. They got to thinking that they're not the blame, okay? Because there's women out there that think because they get hit and everything else, they're the blame. They're not the blame, okay? Like when I make my products, prayer, chant, oils, everything goes into them, okay? And like I said, I sell my candles for 10, sell my, Orisha bracelets for 15, regular bracelets for protection and all that, for different individual things, $7. Prayer bags. I also make bathing salts for pain in the body, the knees, and everything. You can also soak your feet in it because I know there's many women out there and men that go through the pain in the feet, especially diabetics that go through that. I do that too. Also, I'm working on a scrub, a coconut scrub, which has an almond flavor and a vanilla flavor in it. You scrub that on your body. It takes dead skin off and also negative energy, anything that's attached. I always have a spiritual twist to my products. So, a chant, a prayer, and everything that goes with it. The dolls, the voodoo dolls, that is made when ordered. It takes a couple of days. I can do that too. Also too, I'm gonna start doing a little thing called people in a jar, which is people that need help, like going through rehab. It's almost like a prayer jar, but it has a tiny little worry doll in it that I'm going to put in it, and I'm going to set it up like a prayer jar. And you keep the jar somewhere hidden and everything, and you pray over these people. You can even put their picture in it with the worry doll, and it will help you out. Each product has a price, but it's not expensive like the jar and everything else. That will be 15. The bathing salts are 10. The scrub is going to be 20. The Orisha bracelets, like I told you, were 15. Regular bracelets are 7. The prayer bags comes with a prayer and all the ingredients that you need. That is 20. The baskets are 15 to on because it depends what you want. The candles are 10, and the voodoo dolls are 20. Some of them are made out of felt. Some of them are small little ones that I spiritually order from Providence, Rhode Island, and my sister my sister takes care of that. Um, but the thing is, I had other individuals doing the dolls, but they were saying it was too hard for them and everything, so I just left it that way. So now I do mostly all the products myself. The thing is that when the product comes to me, like dealing with the voodoo dolls, when I don't have time to make them and I have someone else make them by the dozen, I bless them. I put my mark on them. They just make the doll. They just make the doll, and then um, they leave an opening, and I put the whatever they need inside. So it's like a pattern. I sew it up. I stuff it up into the individual situation or prayer or whatever, and I take it from there. Um, each item that I make and everything else, each candle that I bless and everything else, has helped a lot of people and has given a lot of things. The main thing is just look through my product line, look through everything, make an appointment. My business card is on there. Um, the main thing is that just watch what you do. Don't bring nothing in your life that will hurt you. Okay? You have a blessed day. You watch my videos, and they can help you. Amen.